them. If not, we're back. Okay. Sorry for the 10 minutes of bullshit. Again, if you want to send something on chat, I will see it. Okay. Can someone give me the sex law, please? Please, what should every woman be aware of regarding sex and consent to whatever overall health and well-being? I was never given the sex talk or any of how to protect yourself, what to expect. Can you please share tips regarding first times, protection, birth control? Do I need regular testing? PAM SARS, not common. Let me see, what did people respond? Yeah, they did respond like for tips. Okay. So the basic thing, sex talk, that I'm going to say is, and this is not going to be very detailed, um, you do need protection. That's the first thing. And you do need to make sure that you're doing something that you are comfortable and that your partner is comfortable. So it depends if you are in a relationship, if it's a one night stand, whatever it is, you need to be comfortable. Safety is the most important thing. And safety in terms of also having empathy, okay? Not only safety during sex, but having empathy. So, share tips, first times. Okay, the first times, in my opinion, they're always gonna hurt. They're always gonna hurt in the sense of, like, if you don't know the person also, and if you're not very confident with them and comfortable with them, it's always going to be very, oh God, even the penetration is going to hurt because you're not comfortable. That's it. Okay? Basic point. Protection to use with a man. Are condoms enough? Yes and no, but I would say yes. And this might be controversial, but it depends on the opinion that people have for the use of birth control or not. So here's my if you like, imagine that this week you're gonna have sex. You want to have sex with someone. You want to be intimate with someone. My tip for you is be comfortable with that person. Be comfortable to say that you're just going to do things without penetration. Why is this good? Because you get to know the person first. You still are getting intimate with the person, and you can have more than enough time for you to research about birth control, about condoms, and about everything that you need to know to make sure that you are 100% safe. And before all this, do you need regular testing? I would say once a year. Am I being a little bit controversial on that? But yes, you should do testing. And that's pretty much it. So, I come from a place where sex isn't really condoned until marriage, and hence these conversations aren't held. Yeah, that's tough. And I'm saying it's tough because it's just my opinion. I love to have sex. I love to have intimate relationships and relations. So for me, this doesn't really make sense, but I understand it and I respect it. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. Use dental dams for oral sex and condoms or sleeves for fingering. Very, very, very important. Important. Okay. Yeah. If birth control doesn't seem appealing to you, seriously read all the side effects and talk to a gynecologist. Get it? What the best option is for you. Yeah. There's a lot of things. Google and ChatGPT have a ton of answers for you. It is true. It is true. Okay, we will do one more and then we will pass on to relationship advice. Once again, I'm going to put some background music. Once again, I will tell you that. I'll tell you what. I don't know what the fuck I was going to say. That my setup, the background will be improved in a couple days, okay? Things will look a little bit more bright and brilliant because I know that the background image kind of looks like shit. I think it looks kind of blurry and all that. So we will improve it, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Just give me a little bit of time. Give me a little bit of time. I'm doing some stuff. Okay, now we got some music. Again, if you have any questions, use chat. I have chat right there. I will see chat. I bought, I wish I could show you. I bought like an interesting support for chat. Okay, are closed captions working anymore? No, because I took it off. Okay, cool. Was I supposed to use this? Change position for... Okay, we're gonna move. Okay, I'm gonna close my phone because, yeah. Okay, I, male, 17, can finish while having sex. Been there, done that. I was a virgin before we started having sex. My girlfriend and I recently started having sex and we've had it a few times, but I can't finish. I have no problem ejaculating through masturbation, and I have no problem getting erect around her, and when having sex I stay erect, but I can't feel a whole lot, and it's not super enjoyable. It feels good, but there's no build up to finishing. I don't have any STs, and I have no underlying health conditions. Okay. And I just feel that because I really love her and I don't want her to feel like it's her fault, which I don't think it is at all, but it's just too much pain and I don't feel much during sex. Okay, so a couple things, take notice. Do you usually masturbate with porn? First one. If your answer is yes, because most of the guys, most of the male world, it is like that, it's normal that during sex it feels kind of shallow, okay? Because when you're watching porn, or I'm gonna be completely honest, since I have showed it on the other stream or whatever the fuck. As you've seen from the subreddits that I follow, it's normal that we use these websites, and these websites, they give us a very strong stimulation when we are masturbating. So, first of all, you will come much quicker, and that's why you say that when you're having sex, you can't finish. I have the same thing where I feel that this depends, but the general thing is that I also have difficulty in reaching climax if I'm having sex with a girl. Not every time, but it feels very much like you're just grinding, going for the climax. And that's why another tip for you, or the first real tip, is understand that sex, it's not just for climax. Sex is to have fun. The female orgasm is not a climax orgasm. They have many, so to speak, they have many orgasms during sex. And that's something that you can also cultivate if you do meditation, because that's something that I can do, and it feels very fucking good. So the main point is, understand that sex is not just climax. You don't have to finish particularly. I know that we all have to finish, and we're all like, but no, I'm gonna have sex, I have to finish. Or even if I finish using my own hand, whatever. You don't have to finish. Second, understand that you may be masturbating through porn, and that's very different, and it's a very, very strong stimulation to your head, to your mind. So there's nothing wrong with you, and if you say that you can stay erect and you are aroused by her, I would say it's completely fine. Start putting less pressure on yourself to climax. I'm not saying that this is going to fix this, because there may be another underlying problem, but I think this will help. So the main tips is this. Don't masturbate for a week and then have sex with her and see the difference. When men first switch from their hands to a real woman, the feeling is different, that it's not unusual for them not to be able to. Yeah, it might just take some time for you to adjust and for. You master your own, stop looking at porn, stop masturbating for a week, try again. That's it. Yeah, he already said this. That's why this the sexual education advice is so much better, so much more interesting for me. Okay, so we're gonna do 20 more minutes, 25, because I know that the first 10 minutes of the stream were kind of shit. So we are gonna change for relationship advice. And by the way, this is gonna suck a little bit because this is always a little bit of a rant, but we're only gonna do one or two. Ooh. No, I don't want to read like spammy things, I'm sorry. Okay, this seems interesting. I'm sorry that I'm not gonna give relationship advice, because the main relationship advice that I think it's useful is this. And I'd rather do a stream of 20 or 25 minutes and go to the point with sex education than do a 45-minute stream where I sometimes talk about relationship advice, or I go through a huge fucking spam subreddit. It makes no sense. Or Reddit post. So, my boyfriend, so it's a female and a male, said he would put €5 aside every time we have sex, so that the amount of money I get from him will depend on me. What? And I need to put my music lower. The amount of money I get from him will depend on me. How does that work? Okay, so I was told by my boyfriend that he would put a certain amount of our country's currency aside every time we have sex. So the amount of money I get from him will depend on me. We have been together for just over a year. Oh, okay, so I know what he's trying to do. I didn't read the whole thing, but I think what he wants is something different. And in terms, I don't think that they have a sexually active life. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna pay you so that we have a little bit more sex. That's kind of shit because you're literally paying her and that will make her feel bad. But the idea is kind of good, but it's bad. So we've been together for just over a year now, and I was taken aback by this, but I thought he was joking because I had told him I could charge him 30 euros for saying that his female friend of his is prettier than me. Okay, there's more shit. That's why I don't give relationship advice anymore. Honestly, I made it as a joke at first, but the more I thought about it, the more uncomfortable I became. Uncomfortable? Yeah, uncomfortable. The more uncomfortable I became, the more I looked back at the things he said, did, I brushed off. One thing in particular that stood out was when he forgot my birthday, which was in May. In his defense, it was his brother's and close friend's birthday on the same day, and he was at both celebrations. Okay. I also joked about charging him for that too, but the whole pudding came up in joke. I charged him for pretty. He's not budging. Okay, so my this again, this is just this relationship advice comes down to three things. First, communication. Second, you understanding what you want of your life, slash if you want to be with this person after the first one. And the third is realizing that life is more than just about relationships. So my advice here is just sit down with him. I don't know how, okay, you're 21 and 22. You're too young. I think this is kind of like a kid's relationship, which is completely fine. You're 21, 22. Sit down with him and actually say, look, I want to build something like this. You know, I want to be with you, whatever you want. And if he feels like he wants the same thing, be with him. If not, and if there's more like underlying bullshit like this, I'm sorry, just break off. It's better for both parts, honestly. Let me just see what type of advice people are giving here. Relationship advice is always so fucking weird, I'm telling you. What in the fuck am I reading? Oh god. Should be to expect. Okay, it's about worth. Yeah, fuck it. I'm sorry, there's no way. Fucking hell. Okay, this might be interesting. I should start searching for a new subreddit in terms of like psychology or something like that. If that makes sense. That could be a good things to advise on there. I have to take a small break. Okay. I have to take a small break. Just grab some water. So I will be here, but I'm just gonna take like 2 minutes to recharge it a little bit. It's literally 1 a.m. in Portugal, so I need to recharge a little bit. I don't know if you can see my dog. You can't. She's literally in this corner, like right there. There, on that part. Hi. I'm gonna put a coffin on her. She spends most of the day sleeping. She's very active, but she spends most of the day fucking sleeping or out on the sun. So she loves her life. Okay, I feel like I need to then take a breath of fresh air outside after this. Just getting like really hot inside. Yeah. Anyway, for the people that are watching, I hope you guys are having a great day. Again, like I said, we will improve the setup of the stream. Okay, I don't like the background. So kudos to you, because it might not be, and it is not happy for you to deal with all this baggage. Not only because since a young age you understood that your mom is not good with finances, and nothing, and I'm not judging, I'm just saying, but you have taken the toll of kind of thinking that you have to put everything on your shoulders from a young age, and that that transpires in other areas. The main point is this: congratulations, and you're doing a good job. My tip is, if you can have a sit-down conversation with your mom and just tell her and just be honest with her, okay, and just tell her that you would like her to support more, to have a good life. Just tell her that she can still do it. She's still young. She doesn't have to limit herself. After that, it's her choice. It sucks that you can't move out, because that would be my first fucking tip, but I know it's fucked up. So try to stay mentally sane as much as you can. Try to not give away all your fucking money because of it. And do one thing: always work on yourself. Not only subconsciously, to be as free as you can, okay? Because I know it's gonna be hard as fuck. And second, don't stop working on your CV. Don't stop working on your working skills, so that in the future, when you need it, you can find a better job and you can keep working. You know what I mean? But it's a tough situation. Not a complex situation. Well, it is, sir. It is a complex situation. If it was not a complex situation, she wouldn't have posted on Reddit. People are just like, they're not giving tips. They're just like, oh, this is what she said. Should I start answering in some of these? I wish that this had like a... Does this have speech to chat? That would be cool, and we could answer to a couple of these. That might be an idea for a next video or a future video. Is that an ad? Did I really go for an ad? Okay, we're only gonna read one more of these, but not right now. Porque tal como as tuas playlists, onde combinas os artistas que mais gostas, os teus snacks com Fanta são a combinação. Sex education. Os teus snacks pedem Fanta. Oral STDs and Tinder date. I have met a female and she's coming over. No need to explain, but sex is going to happen. I always use a condom. My question is, knowing that she's been with at least 20 guys before me, 3 of them without condom. Okay, how the fuck do you know that she has been with 20 guys before you? Should I go down on her or just do fingering and penetration? I'm obviously not using one of those condoms for cunnilingus. I don't know how to say that word, but yeah, you get me. First, how the fuck do you know that she has been with 20 guys? Not judging, but actually, how do you know that? How do you know that 3 of them without a condom? So, the basic thing is that, my man, if you know all this information, you know that you want to have sex. And it's completely fine, and you want to have sex. So, just protect yourself, use condoms. You don't have to use one to do oral sex on her, to go down on her. My idea, my tip would be, try to take a shower with her first. That's it. It might help, okay? I know it's awkward as fuck and she's probably not gonna want to do it, but it's my real only tip. And the rest, you're saying that you want to have sex, so, you know, that's it. Yeah, you can still get an STD. Yeah. Jesus. He listed, or she listed, all the information. All the information is all the STDs or something. Okay. Let me just check something. Oh, okay, the music is normal. I'm getting tired. Okay, I can't fit him. I, female, have been trying to have penetrative, is that a word? Penetration sex with my boyfriend for the past 6 months. Give or take. The issue is, he's on the bigger side and we're both virgins. I'm having trouble fitting him. Just hurts when we try and it feels like he's pushing against something solid. Yeah, we use lube and I've gotten 3 of my own fingers in before. I'm really not sure what else to do beyond seeing a doctor. Jesus. I also bought a dildo that I've tried inserting, but no. Are there some vaginas that are just too small for some penises? There's that if submits any idea on what's wrong. So nothing is wrong. Second, some guys do have bigger dicks. Some girls are not comfortable with that, or they are not prepared for it. You have to accept it, okay? It's down to biology and your body composition, whatever. So I would tell you, a lot of foreplay, a lot of fucking foreplay, a lot of comfort. You probably don't know this person for a long time. It's only 6 months. Get more comfortable with them. And maybe your flower will literally open up. And I don't mean this as a fucking joke. I am actually being serious. Once you get comfortable, it's incredible the type of things that you can do. And I'm gonna shut the fuck up after that. Okay. That's a big answer. Okay. Oh, and about what you said about the dildo. Again, do it comfortably. Okay, don't try to fit. Don't try to be like, oh my god, I have to stretch this out so that he can penetrate me or whatever. That's very counterintuitive, you know, and it might hurt you on the long term or short term, whatever. I've scheduled a doctor's appointment. Okay. But it's I don't know, it's tough. More for play. Vagina walls are very stretchable. Babies are able to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, when you finger yourself or it does it to you, get used to it until you have to. Don't feel once. Okay, interesting. Orgasm by listening. Is this fake? This is probably fake. I listened to a guy with sexy deep voice and I come. Is that weird? Nope. It's a type of fetish. Whatever. Whatever works for you. Exactly. Normal for boobs to be sore while laying down. I couldn't say, but it's not always. But sometimes after school, I don't know why it happens. Am I still growing? I would say that yeah, you're still growing. While laying down, considering you're literally growing a new part of your body from scratch, they won't be as sore as when you get a bit older, but they will always go through different cycles of discomfort from hormones. Okay, so I was right. Any relation? You guys don't have any questions on chat? Come on, man, chat is available to you. Any questions, any comments that you may have? Okay, any relationship on days I have wet dreams after wake up, and if I masturbate, I am unable to edge or hold as I will always near the peon. What the fuck? Without any disrespect, I really don't know what to put it. Oh, wait, what? Or hold as I am always near the porn? What? Okay. On days I have wet dreams after I wake up, and if I masturbate, I am unable to edge or hold as I am always near the porn. What is this English? And also I come where semen drool from the penis instead of shooting. So wait, this is kind of confusing. I kind of know. So every person's sexual response is unique. Okay. What the fuck? What is this? Okay, so basically it's pretty normal that you already had an orgasm. The next climax will look a little bit different. Okay, the English was kind of weird for me. I couldn't really answer. Is there something wrong with my penis? With my penis. Did I say that the word right? So recently I've been talking to this girl I really like. We sent some explicit photos, some nudes, to each other last night. It was consensual. And then you wrote it wrong, but it's fine. Never had any complaints, but this girl noticed and commented on my penis color. Man, what the fuck? She said my penis was very red and I should because I might have STD. What? Does not have a... compared to a red rocket. I came here to ask if it's normal. Okay, if you're really talking about the tip, did you know that actually the tip, they look like lips? So, it has the same color as your lips. I think that's it. So, I would say you're completely fine. It's a normal thing. It's just blood from being turned on, not abnormal, not unless it hurts. Are you pale, redhead? No, dude, that's not how it works. Yeah, it's completely fine. But I guess he was like, what the fuck? How do I give a 20-year-old... Oh my god. The porn talk about being realistic and accept Jess is going to watch it. She is going to watch it. Okay. I mean, I don't want to judge, but I think women watch porn in a very different way than male do. Male watch porn to climax. Women, they can watch it to come to climax, but it's more for the story. It's more for the setup. And this is not a fucking joke. I mean, we have different outcomes when watching porn and different intentions. Mention of past... What? I'm probably going to cross this post. Sorry. Okay, I'm just the oldest sibling, but I caught my 12-year-old on. I've tried to fix that and I keep it. So it's probably time to serve. My parents are both very levels of useless in this area, so while mom is also aware of this, she and I have made the decision that it would be better for me to handle it. Yeah, I guess, but I mean, you're that's fishy. I get it because you're younger and you're closer in age to her, but at the same time, your mother is the one who has to set the example, so to speak. Nothing against it, but I think it should be a mom-daughter talk or a parent-son talk. Son in terms of like daughter or something. First off, I know that a 12-year-old with virtually unlimited access to the internet is going to watch porn no matter what, so I can't just say don't do it. I also want her to know that her sexual feelings are exactly normal. Okay. What? I was on pretty much the exact same sites when I was her age, and because of a lack of... I ended up almost killing myself because I thought that experiencing any sort of sexual made me some sort of predator. What? Especially with the less vanilla types of... Wait, what? Not to judge, but what? Also keep in mind that she's almost certainly never gotten anything past the general how babies are made talk. I don't get the part of like... I don't get this thing. I ended up almost killing myself. Wait, what? Okay, so the general advice here is, if you're going to have this talk with her, just be honest. Just say, hey, I went through these websites. It's normal that you will feel this. And just tell her that there's a lot of information online. She needs to be careful with it. But at the same time, if she needs to talk about something, she can come to you. That's pretty much it. Okay, keep it simple, but be supportive about her. You don't want to teach too much, because if you are teaching, it looks like you are in charge of her and you're telling her, oh, don't do this, don't do that, and then they're going to do it. So you kind of have to leave them a little bit of space. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand what she says about this thing. I'm gonna kind of ignore that in a good way. Not to judge, but yeah. Okay, so we've been doing this for about half an hour, but we're gonna do 5 more minutes. I'm gonna do one more of here, and then I'm gonna do one more of each, and that's it. But first I'm gonna take a sip of water. Let's drink some water. And I'm gonna change the lights again. You know why I'm changing the lights? So that then when I edit the video, it looks like I have 3 possible different videos, 3 possible different contents. Be smart, be safe. Let's go for green. I like green. Green is interesting. It looks like there's a lot of light on camera, but trust me, there should be more light in this room. Oh boy. Okay, so Okay, we're gonna read this one. This is kind of spammy. I'm having trouble getting over this. This is the last one for sexual education. If you guys have any questions, this is the moment and I will answer them gladly. I thought someone could help me out here. Last year I lost my virginity. It wasn't planned and we were both drunk. Basically, she took initiative and used my hand to finger herself. Yeah. Later we had sex, but the problem is that I didn't feel anything. I know it's due to alcohol, medication, or death grip. Death grip? Oh, okay. I get what he's talking about. Because basically when he masturbates, he probably uses a very tight grip. I've talked to others about it and they've told me that first time tends to suck. The problem is that I just can't get over not feeling anything because it makes me feel bad, like I didn't have any sex at all. Okay, but I just, even when she gave me a blowjob, and I didn't get to come because she passed out, so I just left a note and just left. She ended up ghosting me a few weeks when we were supposed to meet again. I guess I just need to vent, but I don't know where. Basically, the moment is making me feel like it's just have sex because okay. So I know that this is a tough situation because you keep repeating it in your mind that you fucked up. That oh my god, I didn't feel anything. Sex is not for me, and then you will always feel this pressure until you are with the next person. So my basic tip is this: try to have sex as fast as possible in a safe way. Okay, I'm not telling you to just go on the street and shout that you want to have sex, but try to repeat this experience as soon as possible. Trust me, because only the next time, and this is especially true with sex, because you will feel a lot of pressure during the sexual act, and you feel like you want to perform and you want to be the best. It's normal. So try to have sex as soon as possible in a comfortable way. The second thing is, I've never had this experience. Well, maybe I had. Maybe I have. What I mean is that I've only had one night stand where I was kind of drunk. And more than drunk, I was tired as fuck. I was really, really tired. I was like, I just wanted to sleep. And I gotta say that looking back into it, I didn't actually feel anything. I felt like I was, because I was on top, and I felt like I was doing stuff, and even when there was oral sex, but I didn't feel things, you know. I felt just going through the motion. Let me just click on something here, because my TV is about to shut down. Let's not shut down, let's give advice. So my main point is, it's normal. That's why I don't advise to have one night stands and to have sex while you are drunk. I mean, what's the point? You know, so those are my tips. Try to stay positive, okay? And just remember that every partner is different. That's it. Okay, we're gonna move from this. I'm sorry, I'm just very tired. Doing this type of talk shows, it's really good, but you get tired. Okay, I just want to read one more. Okay, let's just read this one because it looks spammy. Oh fuck. Okay. Final question of today of the talk show. Let's talk sex, baby. Should I go abroad to live my dream or stay with someone I care so much about? Only you will know this. Ever since I was 17, I wanted to move from my country, and now I'm now 26 and applied and decided last year I want to go to Germany. Okay, whatever. 5 months ago I started a relationship with someone, 28 male. How old are you? 26. Okay, I'm super attracted to him and love spending time with him. It's first 5 months, it should be like that. We get amazing. I was starting to low-key hope that I didn't get accepted so I could be with him longer and apply next year again. Yesterday I got my letter of acceptance. I don't know how to cope with leaving him. Why does it show when you comment? What the fuck? I don't know if I love him. I think I do, but I'm also worried about a future with him, since he seems not to have any direction in life. He lives with his family. He has a job but doesn't like it and doesn't have a career path. I've asked him if he wants to change job, but he's comfortable there. out on his last semester of uni due to COVID because he didn't want to take online classes. He didn't want to take online classes. Come on, man. I know it sucks, but it's a good opportunity for you to do it, not to judge. I, on the other hand, am very ambitious, make goals, but for the long term, I think I would like it will start to bother me eventually that he's like this. Da-da-da. We might not be compatible. I'm unhappy with my life in this city. If it wasn't for him, I would be excited and so happy. But I'm not sad and unsure if this is the right decision. Okay, I'm not gonna read the rest. I'm gonna tell you. The main thing is that it's always fucked up when we start a relationship because we always put our happiness in the other person. You are saying this. You are happy right now in the city that you usually hate because of him. And that's the answer. So you need to move on. That's it. I'm really not going to speak much. And also, if he doesn't have a clear career path, he doesn't have to. But he has to be fine with not having a career path. He needs to be confident not doing shit. And that's something that I quite didn't understand a couple of years ago. Because I was like, oh my God, I'm studying and I wish I was doing more. And I was always very subconscious about myself. I was always very, oh, what am I going to do? What's my strength? And right now, and this is me right now, and I'm not comparing myself to anyone or judging you, but you have to be confident with what you're doing. And you're not going to get it from one moment to another. But what I mean is that you need life experience. Just like you need to go abroad and do that, he needs to just be by himself and evaluate his answers. And it doesn't mean that you come back in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years, and he's going to change. It doesn't mean that. What it means is that everyone needs to go to their own path, through their own journey. Would you rather say to your grandkids that you went on his journey to Germany, etc., or you stayed and loved him? You can make a decision. It can be one thing or the other. But just ask yourself, what story do you want to tell people? That's it. And I'm not saying that, just you should choose love or not choose love based on a story. And which story is more pretty. That's not what I mean. But your heart will tell you what you need to know. And that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Join now. Let's talk sex, baby. It's literally 2 a.m. Fuck. Again, thank you so much for watching. Hi again. Hi. Oh, hope you have a wonderful night. Hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching. The people who have watched, I hope you have enjoyed. Again, this video will be up on Twitch and it will also be up on my YouTube channel, which is Self Carvalho. Okay, it's the same name for everything. If you guys have any questions, anything, just follow me on Instagram. I have a ton of videos. I usually do my content in English on Twitch and I do my content on YouTube in Portuguese because I'm a Portuguese guy. Yay. Bye-bye and thank you so much for watching. Have a nice one. Thank you.